That's like 2 days. Bro, man, stop shooting with the turret.
No, it's actually my.
How long is 39?
39. 39 like a day and a few hours. Wait, we stopped the turret. I'm finna hop in it.
I want all of us to wait. Did all of us ever play GTA before?
Yeah, but I kept on killing Coco.
Yeah, that's right. We never took it serious, did we?
Who, me?
What the fuck?
No, like we never took it serious.
No.
There's a henchman
You
bundle
and
in
your
the
friends
item
saved
shop.
my town. And Montez died in the conflict.
Now that all of us actually get along, we can actually start. What the hell is that?
I hid my phone number in this video. If you can find it, text or call me. I'm giving away VBUC codes to people who call it. Like for a cookie. I hid my phone number.
Don't nobody want.
They better give us a good amount of money. We just saved their whole town.
Honestly, I think we all met that girl that goes, oh, I have a lot of guy friends. And I think all of us guys know when a girl says that, it's like an automatic red flag. Like, I remember back in high school, I met this girl in math class.
Rayman.
Walking up to me, and she said, hey, Bubba, can I add your snap for, like, homework reasons? No, I'm gonna be honest, I was basically failing almost all my classes, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the smartest kid when it comes to school. But at the same time, though, I was, you know, in that state where I did hit puberty, so I didn't look ugly, so a girl getting my snap wasn't a big shock. Anyways, I remember when I went home that day, she ended up snapping me. She snapped me saying to come over and help her with homework that she had, and when I asked her what kind of homework, she said math, so I already know it was automatically just BS, and she wanted to just, you know, do the devil's tango. So I ended up going over. And when I went over, let's just say the most sweatiest things happened. Fall for part 2. Honestly, I think we all...
Oh, I'm watching that. Oh, I want to see part 2.
Oh, I'm watching that. I'm watching part 2.
Where part 2 at? I know this video better not be old. I swear to God. All right, there we go.
Send me the part 2.
So when I went to her place, I remember walking through the door, and then she told me, hey, can you, like, help me, like, plug in my PS4? At first, I was really just confused, because I thought I was gonna help her with math, but we ended up just watching Netflix, which is, I guess, better. And while we were watching Netflix, I remember she put her hand on my thigh, and let's just say we did end up doing the devil's tango. But while doing it, I remember just seeing her phone just blow up every second. Like, it got to the point where it just kept going and going to the point where I just got annoyed. And I remember just stopping mid-devil's tango and saying, your phone keeps going off. She looked at me and said, oh yeah, it's just all my friends are just messaging me. But as awkward as it was saying that right in that moment, I remember she got up and ended up going to the bathroom. And what I found out later on was probably the most worst thing to find out after doing the devil's tango with Fall for part 3. So when I went to her...
Part 3, you little bitch.
Why did you say it like that?
Welcome. How do you do?
Devil's tango. Like, bro, shut up.
Looking at her phone, and she left her phone wide open. I don't know why, but let's say she was on her home screen when she went to the bathroom. And
I can't answer that.
usually I'm not stupid when it comes to girls, but this girl's phone like was going off. And when I opened her phone, I went on Snapchat to see who was messaging her, and it ended up being like 50 guys that just kept snapping her photos. And I remember opening one of them, and let's just say I saw a literal guy's eggplant just on her phone. And I remember as she was coming back from the bathroom, I literally heard the door open, and I chucked her phone on the table. When she came in, I remember she wanted to go for round 2, but I instantly just got up and said, hey, yeah, listen, I'm not like really in the mood anymore. And I remember getting up and actually leaving the house. To this day, she still messages me.
She still messages you? What does she want? Man, I'm hitting that again, son. Fuck.
Bruh, don't ever try to steal from another horse's saddle, cause you're gonna get kicked. All right, like I just got kicked. This horse just kicked me.
You didn't know that.
He just killed me. He just killed me. He just killed me. I'm hungry.
It blows my mind how people have gaming setups nowadays, like it's a normal thing. Like back in high school.
love how your fucking TikTok is glitching like a motherfucker, and you're trying to be cool, but in reality you're not, because you're...
Well, having a gaming setup would be considered creepy to the average girl. Like, I remember when I was in high school, I was seeing this girl. Now, me and this girl weren't anything really, like, hardcore, so things were kind of just chill. And I remember one time, my parents weren't going to be home for a night, because I think they were on vacation or something. And I remember asking her, hey, you want to come over? Obviously, she looked at me with a smile and said, yeah, sure. And at that time, I already knew things were going to go down.
And then he showed the devil's
This girl
finger.
never came to my house before. At most, I've been to hers, but she never came to mine. But let's just say when we got to my place, things took a turn for the worse. Full for part 2. Blows my mind how people...
You pissing me off, nigga. You pissing me off.
When we got to my place, I remember we were hungry and we just made mac and cheese in the kitchen. Don't ask why, I guess none of us were really good cooks, so, you know, I guess mac and cheese was the best option since it actually still had the instructions on the box. Going on though, I remember we sat down in my living room with the mac and cheese and we started watching everything. To be honest, I don't remember why we watched it. I guess it was just the most dramatic movie we could choose. Anyways, we were sitting on the couch and things got really intense. We were cuddling, we were doing the whole shebang, and when things got to that intense point where we wanted to do the devil's tango, I remember asking her, hey, do you want to just go to my room? Now, I remember in my room, I had like a giant 3-monitor setup, and let's just say it was her first time going there and seeing it. Anyway, she said, yeah, let's go. And when we got down there, let's just say things got really intense. Full for part 3.
Bro, you have a 3 minute.
We were ready to do the devil's tango. And I remember holding her hand and walking her towards my basement as if we were like in a horror movie. By the way, don't ever have your room in a basement. It does not help to please a woman, I guess. And let's just say when we got down there, she saw my giant 3-monitor setup. And let's just say her eyes opened wide, and I'm not gonna lie, I forgot to close the tab. We're not gonna talk about it. Then, as we sat on my bed, she looked at me and said, Bubba, I kinda wanna not do anything down here. And she refused to sit on my bed. No, I don't blame her. It was kinda creepy, but at the same time though, like, you know, it was soundproof. And then after that, she told me that she wanted to go home, and she went upstairs and called her dad saying, hey, Dad, can you come please pick me up? No, obviously, I'm not gonna say no to her or, you know, restrict her from going home, because that's her own freedom. No one should ever do that. And basically, from then on out, I never really invited a chick over. Full for more embarrassing stuff. When we got to my...
Why would you not like a gaming setup? What the fuck? What the fuck is... What?
Blows my mind how people have gaming... When we got to when we went downstairs, we were ready to do the devil's tango. And I remember holding her hand and walking her towards my basement as if we were like in a horror movie. By the way, don't ever have your room in a basement. It does not help to please a woman, I guess. And let's just say when we got down there, she saw my giant 3-monitor setup. And let's just say her eyes opened wide, and I'm not gonna lie, I forgot to close the tab. We're not gonna talk about it. Then as we sat on my bed, she looked at me and said, Bubba, I kinda wanna not do anything down here. And she refused to sit on my bed. No, I don't blame her. It was kind of creepy, but at the same time though, like, you know, it was soundproof. And then after that, she told me that she wanted to go home, and she went upstairs and called her dad saying, hey, Dad, can you come please pick me up? No, obviously, I'm not gonna say no to her or, you know, restrict her from going home, because that's her own freedom. No one should ever do that. And basically, from then on out, I never really invited a chick over. When we...
Why would... What the fuck? That makes no sense.
No, because he had a big
When I...
screen TV, right? He probably thought he was trying to make a movie.
No, it wasn't no flat screen TV. It was 3 monitors. Like a gaming setup. Like a gaming setup.
Like 3 monitors? If I was a
Yeah.
I didn't know nothing about games, I probably think he's a hacker or something. Or like or like a way he could have thought that he watches me. You get what I mean?
Yeah, you right. I wouldn't want to do nothing either, because that's kind of scary. Think about it. A boy taking you into a basement.
Yeah, that's strike one already. Basement.
As I was walking with...
So yeah, I get what you're saying. I get why. Like, I don't know if that dude don't get that, but that's creepy, bro. That is big creepy. Like, dead ass.
That is low-key scary.
Whose bedroom is in a basement? The fuck? What kind of shit is that? Strike one for me would have been holding my hand and going into a fucking basement. Nigga, I'm not doing that. You are taking me into a basement. And then she said, I refuse to sit on that bed. What if it wasn't in the basement?
Man, I would have thought he was a killer. You hold my hand to go to the basement?
You right? You probably thought it was a killer.
Now, getting a girlfriend is definitely, I gotta say, one of the hardest things to do. But surprising enough, I actually ended up getting one. Back in high school, I remember I got my first car.
He just killed someone.
As I was walking with my principal, I remember everyone in the LGBTQ community looking at me with a death glare, calling me homophobic and one of the worst people ever to exist on the planet. And when I got to the principal's office, I remember the first thing he told me was, hold on, do you have anything against the LGBTQ community you want to tell me about? Now, I didn't know what to say at this point, so I literally told him the goddamn truth and said, I didn't do it, I swear it was someone else. Then he said, well, you do realize you were the last one to leave the bathroom. I didn't know what my principal expected me to do, to clean it on the spot, making me look like I did it. Like, what? Anyways, I ended up getting the punishment of literally cleaning it for 500 straight days. And for 3 months, I got called homophobic, and eventually it just passed on. All the more embarrassing stories. As I was walking, when I entered the bathroom, now I remember when I got to the school, me and Devin wanted to play Grounders with a bunch of others, so we decided to. And I remember mid-game, when I said the word Grounders and I was in it, and Devin was on the ground, let's just say he would cheat and say that he wasn't. I remember getting really upset and saying, Devin, dude, you can't cheat. You're literally being